This will truly be the golden age of America. No! This was a movement like nobody's ever seen before. America has given us an unprecedented and powerful mandate.
My phone is blowing up with recriminations and people just freaking out. This is not the outcome that we expected at all. We weren't expecting a blowout at all. We were hoping that we could hold on to those critical blue wall states, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, certainly, but all of that is slipping away. The blame game has started.
So you asked, are there any places that the vice president is overperforming Joe Biden in 2020? So we can show you that as well. We just bring that out here. Harris overperforming 2020.
Holy smokes.
There you go. So let this go away and see if there's anything on the east side there.
Literally nothing?
Literally nothing.
Literally not one county?
Well, Harris has not spoken yet. Instead, she plans to address voters today. We are told she has yet to concede.
How dare we speak Merry Christmas? How dare we?
What?
From Arkansas or from, Florida. And she ran a good middle-of-the-road campaign talking about reaching out, talk about football and be a guy's guy. I mean, you tell me. I ran a year and a half. People said, why did you run so long? I said, because it took me 6 months of screwing up to figure out what was connecting with people. Yeah. And that's for, again, a small congressional race. You're parachuted down with 3 months to go in a presidential race?
Well, I think a serious assessment must be made to really understand the fear that Donald Trump was able to play on people. And to really, rather than just finger point and name call, really understand what drove a lot of voters to not go where, in my opinion, logic should have brought them. It must be the maturing of America.
Well, I just say really quickly, too, Democrats need to be mature, and they need to be honest. And they need to say, yes, there's misogyny. But it's not just misogyny from white men. Mm-hmm. It's misogyny from Hispanic men. Right. It's misogyny from black men.
What? And I think there was a lot of hope because of just the insanity, can we say fairly, of the person who's running for governor in that state, and a thought that, defeating him would also carry Harris in. But in the end, if you have a state where you've got a 6-week abortion or a 12-week abortion, I think theirs might be 12 weeks. Yep. But it's a state where women lost their reproductive rights, where there was a very heavy push to get women to focus on not putting in place, putting back into the White House the person who was responsible for taking those rights away and restoring them. But that message obviously was not enough to get enough white women to vote for
effing white women.
Well, I mean, listen, this is going to sound immodest, but I'm obviously a top-tier candidate.
Go fuck yourself.
Nobody deserves this more than him, and nobody deserves this more than his family does. This is what happens when the machine comes after you. What you've seen over the last several years, this is what it looks like. Couldn't stop him. He keeps going forward. He doesn't quit. He's the most resilient, hard-working man I've ever met in my life. His family are incredible people. This is karma, ladies and gentlemen. He deserves this. They deserve it as a family.
This is a mandate. He's won the national popular vote for the first time for a Republican, for the first time since 2004. This is a big deal. This isn't backing into the office.
I worked so hard, bro. I worked so hard on my speech. And a lot of y'all talking about like, oh, why are you reading it from my phone? Bitch, I had to write that shit down because I been knew what I've been wanting to say, but I had to make sure I ain't forget. So I wrote that shit the fuck down. Y'all gonna hear what the fuck I had to say.
What the hell?
I personally would like to thank the women of The View tonight.
Yeah.
For asking this question, for having her on. Oprah, we see you. And we gave we gave very little quarter to how many anti-Kamala voters are out there. I don't want to hear the words racism and sexism. It's eyesight and hearing. We were listening and watching her.
It's your boy Dank Brandon here. I want to take a moment to congratulate the DNC on losing another election to Donald Trump. You replaced me with a candidate who has the same likability as Greasy, hobo taint, and expected to win. and they say I'm the retarded one.